What's going on, everybody? We're up early in the morning, gonna get this day started. We're not actually in the studio, we're at my workplace. This is my desk where I work at and make a living, but I've actually built a new table for the podcast. We redesigned the table and made a brand new one. That way we get the better angles and we have a better setup. I feel like with that previous table, we were crammed in, kind of like straight in a straight line. So with this new table, I think it's something unique and I've never seen done before. So I'm actually very excited to see how this goes along. I've also got to go to Lakeland and pick up a new camera. I got a good deal on a Sony camera from Best Buy, but they don't ship it, so I got to actually physically go pick it up. It's only about an hour away from Orlando. We're gonna go pick that up. I'll take you guys along with me for the car ride and show you guys how the podcast table all came together, and basically I guess we're gonna do like a little mini vlog day or a day in the life and bring you guys throughout the day and show you what's getting done to get the podcast up and running. So look forward to getting this table put together and picking up the new camera. So let's get this day started. I'm gonna take you guys back and show you how the table's getting put together. Okay, so this is the final finished product of the table I'm making. I don't really know what kind of shape this is, but I just made my own unique shape to it and pretty much went to a CNC, and the CNC pretty much carves the shape that I wanted out of the wood. And then I built it from there, put some laminate on it. So if you go over here, so this will be the legs that'll support that. So supporting that will be, so we'll put this frame together right under the countertop. Once this frame's put under there, we can put the legs up and then assemble it. Okay, so now that we got the countertop all done, took about 3 hours to do, but so I finally got everything done around 10 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock right now. So now I'm looking forward to picking up the new Sony camera. It looks pretty nice. It's a camera I've been wanting for a while. So I'm gonna pack everything up and then head to Lakeland. Okay, y'all, we're in Lakeland. We just got our camera from Best Buy. This is the camera right here. It's a Sony Alpha 6400 with an E-mount lens. I'm looking forward to opening this and trying this out for the first time. I also went ahead and got a memory card for it so that we could get, as soon as we turn it on and messing with the audio, that way we get everything set up for the podcast pretty well. So we got about an hour drive back to Orlando. So anybody who's familiar with I-4 and Disney World traffic, it's pretty congested at this time of day. It's midday. It's about 12 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm gonna try to get back to Orlando in a fashionable time, get this thing unpacked. We're gonna pick up our podcast table too from the shop and then head back to the house. So we're gonna get back on the road and we'll talk to you guys later. Okay, so now that we got the table all put together, I've got to go back and do a few touch-ups with the countertop. I didn't completely finish what I was doing with it. There's some certain edges that need to be filed down because they're too sharp from the routing, and I also transported it, had a couple of dings and dents in it, so I'm gonna have to go back and fix those scratches and get a couple touch-ups. But all in all, the table came together properly, and so after putting the table together, I finally pulled out my new camera, the A6400. It's a pretty nice camera. It's mirrorless. You could run a long stream without it cutting off on me, which we had a problem with the ZV-1. The ZV-1's a good camera, but I think once I get I'll get one more camera, once you get another camera, the podcast will be finalized with everything put together. We'll just have to get a soundboard or some kind of mixer combining all three cameras together, and then we'll be good to go. So with the 6400, it came already with a lens, but I think I'm gonna upgrade that lens, the factory run. We're gonna upgrade that to probably a 16 millimeter or 35 millimeter from Sigma. It'll be a fixed lens, that way we're not gonna be having any issues with the zoom or anything like that. So I don't know if y'all could tell, but I got some new glasses. Pretty nice. So driving about an hour away from Orlando, I got to Lakeland. The Best Buy wasn't too hard. It's a big ass sign, you can't miss it. It was right off the highway of I-4 in Lakeland, so pulled in there, got all my paperwork, went inside and picked up the camera. And so from there, I got back to the shop, got my table, and came back home. Once I got all my stuff put together, I came home, got the table put together. So all in all, it was a very busy day of driving and getting things done. So now it's Sunday, we're kind of just slowing down a little bit, enjoying the day. So the table construction pretty much was simple. We took the legs, we screwed it to the frame. Once I screwed the legs to the frame, I turned it right side up and stood it up. Movements, we double checked everything, make sure nothing was rocking back and forth. It was pretty sturdy for the table. So once I combined both frames together and put the legs, I put the countertop on the legs and on the frame and screwed it down, and pretty much that's all it was. took more time to work on it than actually assembling it. But I think all in all, it's going to be a better setup than what we had. I think with the straight table, we're too conjoined and too close together. I think it's going to be a better ordeal altogether. I also got a few things I got to do to work on it. I got to put some grommets in the table. I also got to put some power outlets. That way we can work properly on there without having issues with wires. And then we're going to get Chris and Carlos back in the studio with some new upgrades with the cameras. I want to get some curtains. That way you don't see all the background stuff that we have at the studio, like the couch and the desk and stuff. So we're going to put like a curtain back there. So that way it's going to be kind of blocked off and you just see, you're going to be more focused on us and there's no distractions there. So we don't really have a date expected when we're going to get this done or when we're going to start podcasting, but I'm going to try and get it by summertime. So the sooner the better. And also I've got new designs for the Overtime clothing line as well. It's going to be a little bit more upgraded than what we're used to, which is black and white. We're going to be doing some more colors and doing some more integrative with custom logos with custom colors and pictures. It's going to be better than just putting words on a t-shirt, which I kind of get. It's good for a beginner, but once you get more advanced levels with advanced printers and advanced Photoshop, I think you get better. You're going to get better quality logos with better quality images, and it just comes out better. So we're looking forward to presenting new logos for you guys, presenting new t-shirts. We're also going to get the hats done as well, so be on the lookout for that. And so today's Easter, if everyone knows. It's Sunday. Everything was closed today. I couldn't go to the gym, which is kind of a bummer, but I had more time to do things at home, do some more video edits. I had some more logos I'm doing for the t-shirts as well. I was up till midnight anyway last night working on things, but hope everybody's Easter is going well. Spend time with family or going to church, whatever you want to do on this day. A lot of places closed. Like I have to go to Publix. I can't go today because they're closed. I know Walmart's very packed right now, but I have more time for me to do things. I couldn't go to the gym, but it's all good. Some places are open. Like I got my meal preps. That was really good. I think if you're a small business or want to make money on Sundays, you want to be open on Easter because everybody will go because you're the only place open. It's beneficial being open on Easter Sundays, like if you're a meal prep service or if you're like a restaurant. People will go and eat there because it's the only place open right now. So I think a lot of the holidays plays with your operations with opening, but also you got to make sure you have employees that'll show up as well on Easter because some people can't make it that day. So it's kind of like a pros and cons of being open on Easter or on holidays because you don't know if you have enough people or staff to fill a full house of people coming in. So I think all in all, Easter or any holiday, it's definitely a big open on those days too. So I'll check back with you guys in a little bit. So okay, we're finally back in the studio. We got the table all set up. It's a little bigger than what we're used to. It's much wider and bigger. It'll definitely accommodate us when we have 3 or 4 people here. I still gotta drill some grommets. I still gotta put in some electricals into the table as well, but it'll all be worth it in the end with this new design because I'm gonna be sitting right here looking this way instead of having my shoulder to the camera. So I think it'll be a better setup having the diagonal setup with the table. So we picked this up yesterday. It's a Sony Alpha 6400 mirrorless camera. We picked it up for a pretty good deal at Best Buy. We drove up there and got it. We could change the lens on it. There's no limit to recording with this, which is really good. We had some struggles with the ZV-1. I have a fix for the ZV-1 on how to stop the limit on the recording. You gotta put an external power to it and a couple settings that you gotta turn off. But this is definitely a big upgrade from our ZV-1. I still gotta get one more for the podcast and we'll get the podcast up and rolling soon, one step at a time. And I've got a few upgrades I gotta get, like some lighting, extra lighting I'm gonna get. So little by little, we're gonna get the upgrades up. We're gonna get this thing fine-tuned and finally get the podcasting up and running and go from there. So I still wanna get the FX30. That's really the end goal of the camera that I want. I think if we get bigger and make more profits, we're gonna upgrade the cameras and get the video cameras or get the FX3s. That's really a lot more expensive, but I think the FX30 is like the ultimate goal of camera that I want. But for now, this is like the best recommendations. What I've heard all over the internet is the 6400. So we're gonna give this a try and fine tune it and then get the podcast up and running. We'll have about 3 different camera angles. The problem we had in the past is having one camera focused on 3 people, which is really tough. It was kind of blurry with all the shorts we did. So we look forward to getting these cameras put together and getting the podcast running. We're going to do another test phase soon again, so stay tuned and see it soon. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, you'll see more content I post. I try to keep consistent and post videos. Shorts a little bit easier, but I'm going to try to do more videos weekly. That way you guys stay updated on what we're doing and a lot of behind the scenes things we're doing as well. So appreciate all the support. Hope you guys have a good day.